all my indigo children, star seeds, and sea sirens. So today I just want to talk about an issue that we've all probably experienced at some point in time or seen someone else experience it, and that is acceptance. A lot of us want to hide our gifts because we're afraid that people may not accept the fact that you can see spirits, or you can see auras around people, or you can hear what someone may be thinking, or you can feel someone's energy as an empath. A lot of people don't understand that, and that makes it very difficult for people such as us to live in an environment and in a world like this one, especially when so much chaos is going on. And what's so crazy about it is the fact that every religion, especially Christianity, every religion believes that at one point in time, someone is going to come back. Someone, something powerful, something strong, something that possesses magic, something that can walk on water or float or whatever. It may come down from the sky, it may come out of the ground, but everyone believes there is something higher, or some type of higher power, energy source, or something out there. Everyone believes that. Like, it's inevitable. Like, we're on a big ball in the middle of nowhere, floating, speeding through space. And that itself is magic, you know? So that itself is hard for some people to accept. So when an individual approaches what we're going to call an average person and says, hey, I can make this water float, or I can hear what you're thinking, or I can see someone standing there, or whatever it is, whatever it may be that your particular gift is. Whenever you voice that out to someone, the first thing you feel like is an outcast, especially if it's an average person, because the first thing they're going to do is shun you for your abilities. And then once they shun you for your abilities, they're going to shun you for your belief system, and believing that you're capable of doing these things, or believing in the source that it comes from, or whatever it may be. And that's crazy, because it's like they believe someone is coming back, or something magical is coming back. But the second you say, hey, I have the ability to do this, or the second someone comes out and they're like, hey, I have the ability to see everything that's going on around me with my eyes shut, the second somebody's able to do that, they either say they're crazy, they're delusional. If they make it happen right in front of the person, now all of a sudden they're demonized. They're doing the work of the devil, because someone can make water float, or make water whatever, or just can make anything levitate, or read minds, or have a vision, a moment of clairvoyance, see something happen now and in their mind, and then the same thing happens a week later. People automatically assume, oh, you made that happen, you did that, or you caused that to happen with your negative energy, or you're doing the work of the devil was contacting you. But how can that be so when it says it itself? Christians themselves believe that something is going to come back, something powerful, something magical. So why demonize everything that's magical and powerful when we know it exists? So you are not alone, and don't let anyone make you feel like you are alone. Don't let anyone make you feel like you're crazy because you can see things that they can't, things that aren't in front of them. They can't see it. Like, it pisses me off. There's so much going on in this world. And they just don't make sense. And people refuse, not us of course, but people refuse to see the inconsistencies and the flaws and the lies that have been built up through mankind and throughout history. Let's break the word down. History. His story. History. There's just one lane, one verbiage of what happened throughout history. And you can't let that detour you. You can't let other people's belief systems detour you. Don't hide your altars. Keep your stuff out. Keep rock what you believe in. Rock your faith, whatever it is, whatever it may be. I'm gonna scoot this camera back real quick. Whatever it is that you believe in, because I am a strong believer in different faiths and different religions and different life patterns, and it even says he will come to you in any form. So how do you know he didn't come to the Asians in one way? He didn't come to the Africans in another way. He didn't come to the Europeans in another way. For all we know, he had on a different outfit that day, and everyone's seen him a different way. I mean, if he's a god or she's a god, I'm pretty sure it's capable of taking any form possible, any form at all. But simple man, simple human, we only see, or some humans only see at a hue level. They only see at a hue level. They only see the gist of it. They don't see the big picture out here. And the big picture is there's not only one way to do one thing. And until people are accepted upon the fact that things like spirits exist, space exists, there are other life forms out there that probably don't even know we exist, and we're not the only ones. I mean, honestly, we're smart, but we're not that smart. And if the Creator created only us, this was a hell of a waste of space. The entire universe is such a magical place, and if it got wasted on just us, that's just stupid. That's just stupid. So accept the fact that you have these gifts, and don't be afraid to voice your opinions. Don't hold your tongue back. Don't feel afraid to use your intent to cast things. Don't be afraid, because you have a gift. You might save a life. You never know. Your gifts might be the difference. Your gift might be the difference between someone living and someone dying. Like, that's how serious this lifestyle is. Like, you might be the one that solves a murder. You might be the one that stops a murder from happening. And because you're afraid to come up and stand up and say, I have this ability, because of what unjust world says or believes in, now that person is gone. Like, how many times have you had a dream? How many times have you had a dream, and a week later, just that happened? The dream happened exactly the way you saw it. It happened. Now, how many times have you had a bad dream, and when you woke up, you try to forget about it, and then a week later, it happens? You need to pay attention to those things. You need to pay attention. Hey, yo, I see y'all over there. That's my yoga people coming in, getting ready for this afternoon goddess yoga thing. But anyway, back to what I was saying. Like, people will always be judgmental, but it's not your job to try to make people believe. That's not your point that's not why you're here. That's not why you're here. I don't know what time this may be for you. I don't know what number of life cycles this may be for you. How many times you feel like your soul is here. Like, you know how they say that term, you've been here before. Guess what? It's not just the old folks term. It's true. Most of us have been here before, more than once, more than twice, maybe 10 times. I feel like, me personally, I don't know how many times I've been here, but I've vividly had dreams of past lives. I've vividly looked in mirrors in dreams, and seen different faces. So I do believe your face changes with every life that you live, and what you're supposed to learn in that life changes as well. So if you're pushing away your gifts, if you're trying to hide your gifts, you're failing at what you're supposed to learn in this life, because you're hiding who you are. You're hiding you're hiding your gift, you're hiding your intelligence, and you're lessening yourself, and you're trying to stupefy yourself so that you can fit in with the rest of unjust world. So, with that being said, all I'm saying is embrace yourself. If it's nature that gives you your strength, if it's nature that gives you that energy that just gets you going, then go out in nature and you cut you some flowers and you make you a beautiful crystal flower bath, and embrace it up and bottle it and use it for your spells later. Whatever it is that you want to use it for, meditation later, whatever you want to use it for. If it's the ocean, that's me, Yamaya. Love the ocean, love me some Yamaya. Go to the ocean. Like, everyone is different. Everyone has different ways of worship. Everyone has different ways of meditation. Just whatever helps you tap into your realm, whatever helps you tap into that psyche that you need to be able to meditate and get your astral self where you need to be. Astral projection in the beginning for me was very scary, because I got introduced to astral projection through what we like to call sleep paralysis, and it happened at a very, very young age for me. The earliest I can remember, I was probably about 7 years old, and I woke up and I couldn't move. And then you see things standing around you, and you don't want to tell anyone, because people will think that you're crazy, and that's the biggest thing in your life. You don't want people to think that you're crazy. But then it gets so overwhelming to the point where, as you get older, you start looking for answers. You want answers, and that's most likely that's how most of our life paths start within this community, because we want answers. We want to know. We want to know where we came from and where we're going. The two most important things that we don't know, and we need to know: where did we come from and where are we going? People like us, indigo children, star seeds, sea sirens, whatever you may consider yourself to be, we want answers. And then the answers.
Mommy,
okay, can you wait a minute, please? Go sit down.
I want me to be your video.
Okay, one moment. You can be in my next one, okay? All right, see, that's the kids wanting to be in the video. But yeah, so, plus also, speaking of kids, also pay attention, because if you went through these things growing up, feeling like an outcast, feeling like you didn't relate to your peers, sleep patterns just weren't right. If you notice these things in your kids, make sure you ask, because they might be going through the same thing, and they don't want to tell you, because you might say, hey, or the regular parent might say, hey, that's just an imaginary friend. No, embrace your kids. If they tell you they have a dream about something and they're concerned, embrace that dream. Give your kids dream journals. My kids have dream journals, and I make them write down everything. Whether it's just a quick thought that they had in the middle of the day that didn't make sense. Yes, baby, I'm making a video. But if it's just a quick thought in their heads that didn't make sense that day, I tell them to jot it down. And then,
Mommy,
okay, baby, can you wait a minute, please? Okay, so yeah, he had to tell me something. I had to turn my camera off for a second. So yeah, so he just wanted me to tell y'all that, yeah, if your kids are going through it, tell them don't be afraid. See, okay, I told him. So, if your kids are going through it, just pay attention to the signs, answer their questions. Don't lie to them about it. The worst thing you could do is lie to your child about something that's happening to them, and they already don't understand it. They're already kind of scared. But I'm gonna leave out on that note. I did another video, I haven't posted it yet, on divination practices for children. So if you have questions on how to introduce your child or your sister or your brother or just any family member in your life that's interested in learning it more, whether they're going through it or they just want to understand you more, I have things and PDFs you can download and everything. So, but thanks y'all for listening, and just know you're not alone. Inbox me, message me, hit my Facebook page up, my Instagram if you have questions, anything, I'll answer it. All right, the kids said bye. Okay, they said they're going to be in the next video. Okay, yeah, they're gonna be in the next video. So But thanks for listening, and go ahead and comment if y'all want to. Subscribe. I make these videos all the time. If you want me to make a specific video on something, just let me know, and I'll do it. I'll answer questions. I'm here to answer questions. But you're not alone. You're not alone. We have a huge community out here, and y'all have a wonderful, wonderful, manifestful day. Y'all manifest some shit today. Believe it. It's happening. This world is yours. If you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand. So this world is yours. It's ours. This is our world. If you want it, you can have it. Just believe that you already own it. Remember, own it. Write it down. Jot it down. Own it. If you want it, car, house, whatever, just own it. Envision that you already have it and it's yours. So I'm not going to pull a card today. I'm not going to pull a card of the day today. I'll save that for a later video if I do a later one today. But other than that, everyone have a wonderful day, and I'll see y'all in my next video. Peace and manifestation.